Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Mystic Mediumship. I thought this evening it'd be nice to do a love reading. People seem to like love readings and to know what's going on. So we are going to look at your current energy with someone that you can be married to, be in a partnership with, just recently dating, just somebody you've just even recently met. What the future potentially holds for the two of you, and then what the actual conflict or the item would be that could hold you up or be the thing that you need to overcome, I would say, as a couple, or in terms of dating, or in terms of being a spouse, or in a serious relationship, however it resonates with you. So first we're going to look at what your current energies are. Again, I use oracle cards, so I just read the energy off the oracle cards and how the energy feels. So this is how both you and your partner are currently right now in terms of energy. God, spirit guides, source, please let us see how the energy is right now. Did anything else flip? I've got this one. It looks like this one wants to come out. Okay. So we'll get all the cards out and then we'll look at them. So spirit guides. This is what your future energy will be like. Spirit guides, God, source, and one more for what the future energy looks like between the two of you. This one wanted to flip. And then we're going to look at what the thing is between the two of you that might be the obstacle that you need to overcome with this relationship between where you are currently and what the future is that would be between the two of you. So God, spirit guides, what does the collective need to know as the actual future energy? Or those are too many cards. And remember, this is a collective reading, so everything may not resonate with you. Just take what does, and what doesn't, just ignore it. So, God, spirit guides, source, what does the collective need to know as what's their current problem might be? What is, there it is, it flipped right there. Okay, we'll set these aside. So the current energy between you and your spouse or partner, or somebody you're newly dating, or somebody you're interested in. Again, this is a love reading, so this is energy in any aspect. Maybe somebody you want to come back in that you're thinking of currently. So the energy that is the law of giving and receiving. Give away a material belonging you love to someone. I'm going to show you the cards and then I'm going to tell you what I feel from them. The next one is the law of rhythm. The universe is guiding you to go with the flow. The law of perception. Look beyond the illusion to the one truth. And this is your current energy with the person. So just give me a minute, I'm going to look at the cards. So to me, it's really clear that now this may resonate for you, or this might be for the person you're inquiring about. I'm not sure, but this is what I'm picking up on from the cards. So, especially, I'm going to pick the two outside cards first to explain what I'm kind of feeling here. Give something away means your emotions or your feelings. What are you thinking? Because you can see the mountaintop here that looks like a huge obstacle to overcome. And this reminds me of the moon. And the moon always makes me think of Cancer. And I'm actually a moon in Cancer, but it makes me think of we're the emotional ones, we're the ones who have a lot of feelings, we're the ones who love, but sometimes we only show it in the home. We only, for a Cancer moon, we are. But the moon also represents fear, and what we're afraid of, what we're maybe afraid to express, say, do. So this makes me think of, and you can see there's almost like an eclipse or some kind of like sun just kind of beaming around here. And all of this is really beautiful pink, which makes me think of the heart chakra. That rose quartz will bring out your heart chakra. Well, the heart chakra is green, but the rose quartz brings out love, right? And all of this kind of color makes me think of rose quartz mixed with lilac, which all brings out that love color of rose quartz. So it's making me think, give away, you have the material belonging to someone you love. So it doesn't have to be material. It could be, for you, material could be actually expressing words. It could be writing a poem, but it could be actually words of how you actually feel. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't traditionally express how you feel to someone. Because over here on the other side was the law of perception. Look beyond the illusion to the one truth. So there's multiple ways to interpret this card, but I see the sun shining behind it, and the sun is always beautiful and radiates light and brings illumination to things. So if you express how you really feel, you may bring to light how someone else really feels about you, or this may resonate for the person with how they actually feel about you and have been too afraid to express. So this makes me think about your current energy, especially if you are in a newer dynamic, the importance of being your authentic self. So if you are somebody who is willing to actually say how you feel, it's important to actually express those things. See how she has one eye covered? She's not actually seeing everything. So maybe she's actually missing half the picture. Half the picture is maybe seeing the whole person, and this other person that you may be interested in is showing everything about how they care about you, and you're actually not seeing it. The middle card I really love because it's let go and go with the flow. That means just be in the present moment, enjoy it for what it is. And I love how you can see the stars shining through. So it's enjoy the moments. Don't worry about the outcome. People are always so tied to the outcome. Sorry, the gardener's right here. I hope you can hear me. But don't be so tied to the outcome. When you start to become so tied to the outcome, that's when you actually take away from the mystery and the beauty of love, and you start to become worried. And when you start to become worried, you start to actually kind of almost create that storm that's kind of brewing in the sky you can see. So when that happens, this is that current energy of if you can't let go and not worry about the outcome of how's this going to work out. from two different families, or we're from different races and ethnicities, we're from different faiths, we live at a distance. If you start to get tied to that kind of outcome, then you're never going to be successful, because you're creating doubt, and the universe will hear that doubt, and the universe will stop it for you, even if it was something beautiful that could actually happen. So you don't want to be worried about how, you just want to be in that. Here, I'm going to pause this. Okay, thank you for being patient with me with the gardeners. Hopefully they're done now. So I was looking more at the cards while they were working, and some more things made me start thinking. When we look more back at like the energy of these cards here that you have, the one where it says giving and receiving, you give away something materialistic, it makes me think that in this current energy that you're in terms of love, that you're holding back or afraid of something. Again, the moon, fear. So I don't know if it's expressing emotions, if you're afraid that this is the wrong relationship for you to be in. Again, this is a collective reading, so the different things are going to resonate with different people. So what it says, give something away, because when we give something away, that means we freely give something, meaning we allow ourselves to now freely receive things. So we're now more open as souls, with our hearts, as beings. So there's some kind of fear or anxiety or stress that you have within this connection, and that's where the current energy is. Now this could be yours or the person you're with, but I don't know what it is. It could be fear over trying to get pregnant, fear over are we going to be able to afford the home we want to purchase, fear over safety, because of things that are happening in the world right now. But it really more feels like fear between you and your partner than anything else. So I don't know if it's really expressing emotions or fear of equal reciprocity within the relationship, fear of lack of voice and being heard in the relationship is really what I'm getting. So that I really feel like you don't have a voice for some of you. Some of you are really anxious and stressed because you feel like you're defined if you're married, and you really want to be married right now. Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety over marriage. A lot of anxiety over marriage. Where's this going? Where's this going? Where's this going? Are we gonna get married? Where's my ring? Is what I keep hearing in my head. Where's my ring? Are we gonna get married? I can tell you that doesn't usually go over well with men. That's just my personal thing. The next card within the energy is that go with the flow. So that learning to just let go of that outcome, go with the flow. Because if you can start to get in that space, you start to let go of that fear, and it helps you transition into a healthier mindset. If you live in this space, it helps you overcome some of those fears and anxieties that you may be worried about right now within the relationship or connection that you have. This one with the sun, the opposite of the moon, if you will, because I love this sun card. Also means some of you are really intuitive. Covering the eye also makes me think you have a third eye and you're clairvoyant, or have a lot of strong intuition, and you're already in that place of I am. And I am means we are already one with Source. Means your soul's already connected, like we were talking about in earlier videos, that we know part of our soul, our higher self, is already connected with our ancestors, our guides, source, in the light, in the 5D realm. So you already have that understanding. So you're already highly enlightened at a much higher vibration. And that's why you have the sun illuminated behind you. So this means you can already manifest, see, and understand everything. So this means this could be you or your partner. Take it how it resonates. It could be either one, but this is the energy of the relationship. So this means that you either see your partner is not of the same vibration as you, maybe more in the sphere base, so you could see a huge disconnect, and this wouldn't be the right person for you anymore unless they want to become enlightened and more equally spiritually balanced. And that's what's creating maybe discord, or why you're watching this about a love reading, or you know that maybe there's something else out there for you, or you want to help your partner become more enlightened and learn how to let go of their fears to live like you. So I'm getting the energy. This is more. This is some of you watching are really enlightened, and some of you are in this very fear-based place. And I'm also getting the energy of some of your partners are the ones who are really enlightened, and you're the scared ones, wanting to know, when are you getting the ring? When are you gonna buy that house? When can you have the babies? And your partners are already able to see that this is not going to be a good connection, and they don't really know what to do right now because there's a lot of love for you, but this might not be a good fit because of the disconnect right now with the relationship. It's the energy that right now you are in terms of currently, but energies are always shifting and changing. As of today when I'm doing the reading, and I'm doing the reading on October 18th. So it's timeless, but it's whenever you watch it, this is what the energy is currently. They always change. So we can look at what is the future energy, and then we'll look at what is the problem in between. It's kind of interesting how they lay out, actually. So the law of intention, give up complaining, is your potential future outcome with this relationship. And that's right over the fear card. Give up the, I want a ring, I want to have a baby, I want to buy a house, I want to move, I don't want the in-laws coming to stay. So it's your laws of intention. The law of love, your heart knows no bounds. So opening up that heart chakra and just letting love be pure and genuine, which is right over. Go with the flow. Don't be tied to an outcome. If you are just open to love, the right love will flow into your life with the right partner. It's the partner you have, or a new partner you're just meeting, or someone you're supposed to meet later in the future. But the right partner will come if you just let love flow in. That's the whole point. So if you just open your heart chakra and let love flow, that's what you're supposed to do. So just go with the flow and don't be tied to an outcome. Not, I have to be married in June because I will be the best June bride. I'm just saying that because I'm a woman and giving an example. And men usually don't think that way in general. I'm just saying in general. Take it as it resonates. But if you just are open to going with the flow and letting the relationship develop naturally, then you will actually have maybe the intended outcome you need. I love this card. It's probably one of the most spiritual cards. the law of creation. Focus your mind to create your deepest desires. And look at that. The sun is at the end, and water is full of emotion and love and healing, all with colors of like rose quartz, like I can bring in for the heart chakra. And that's over what I consider the heart chakra, the sun card here, which means I am, which is the enlightened person. You can already see, and you can see there's light here. So this tells me that the relationship, actually the card has lots of little spots and little crystals or stars here. So some of you may actually be star seeds if that resonates with you. There's actually them here too. So some of you may be star seeds or in love with a star seed. I'm seeing star seeds here too. So some of you may be in love with a star seed, or could be a star seed watching this. But this makes me think of if this is about your manifestation and understanding that the universe works with you and creates with you with the law of creation. And if you understand the concept of the card of this energy, if you're in this energy, or your partner is, that I am card, I am still tethered to Source, the universe, God. That means you can create anything you want, because you still are a part of that. We're all are. All of our souls are connected. And that's why you see such a bright light here. And you see all the water for the emotion. So these two are really intertwined, and it's funny that they came out over it on top of each other as what your future could potentially be. So that means together, the two of you could be very intuitive and very much a strong, powerful couple between the love and the ability to create. If one of you's open to kind of letting go of your ego side, I'm hearing, and being more open to your higher self and spiritual side, and learning from the other partner, the two of you could be very strong and powerful and manifest many things together and attract in what you want together as a couple. If you're willing to go with the flow, lead with your heart, and really listen to what each other has to say. Not parrot back or just go, oh, okay, but really hear the words that they're saying to you. This is what is going to be the thing that is the hurdle or the obstacle of getting from where you are now to where you could be in the future with your love relationship. It's the law of polarity. The moment that you judge anything as good or bad, you set the universe in motion. I love this with the lion. You can see the lion. Lions are ruthless. Lions are not good and they're not bad. They're part of the ecosystem. So there is no good and there is no bad. Everything's neutral. But the moment you start, the whole point of this is saying the moment you start putting labels on things and saying this is good, this is bad. I'm going back to the ring thing because it's an example I've been using. That's an ugly ring, I don't like it. Or I don't like this house, or I don't like this wedding dress, or I don't want to get married in that month. That's a bad month. It's, bad omen. All of those types of things. Good and bad does not really exist. It's a man-made human concept. Something we created. It does not exist in the universe. It does not exist in source. It doesn't exist in light. It doesn't exist where we go when we die, before we want to reincarnate, when we choose to reincarnate as our souls, right? So this is your obstacle to overcome. Because in your relationship, one of you is highly enlightened and really understands this concept. So the one who understands that will not resonate well with the other person being in the ego mind, who's still in this fear base of good and bad. So if everything is good and bad, where's the acceptance of mankind and people? Because none of us are the same, but all of our souls are connected, and we all love each other. We should. We're supposed to. We're supposed to all love each other and treat each other with dignity. So this person who's much more enlightened in between the partnership, that's your obstacle. The one who's still struggling needs to try to grasp that or understand it and grow from that and understand not to put labels on things. So if you're newer in your relationship, where's this going? Am I your boyfriend? Am I your girlfriend? It doesn't really matter where it's going. Go with the flow. Because if you go with the flow, you'll both end up with that unconditional love. Because go with the flow's underneath it. It doesn't really matter where it's going. If you let go of it, it's going to end up where it needs to go. You don't have to put a label on it. It's going to end up where it needs to be. And the conversation will happen at the right time. That's the whole point of this. Everything's neutral until we want to start defining things and putting labels on it. So you don't have to worry about those things. Let go of the things that you don't need to stress about. Worry about the things that are worth worrying about. Like people being massacred around the world that don't need to be massacred. That's the point. The universe will attract in what you need then and bring you the love that you need in the divine time that you need with the right partner that you need. And if this is the right energy and this is the right person for you who's enlightened, they'll help you become your enlightened self too, and vice versa. If you're the enlightened one, you'll help your partner become more enlightened because they'll want to be more enlightened. You'll spark that in them. It's just a matter of, is this the right one or not? And if it's not, let it go, because the right one then is around the corner and it doesn't matter. So don't get tied to, this is my one and only, because there's a lot of souls to be loved, and we have a lot of soulmates with us, so don't worry about that. I hope that's helpful, but it's this polarity card. I think that's the most important thing for you to think about, because one of you's really enlightened and one of you's just a little scared right now. And that's okay. We're all on different journeys. There's no judgment here. But if you hang in there, you can end up with that unconditional love. So everybody can have that. No one cannot have unconditional love. It's by choice. So it's for you to decide what you want. I hope this was helpful. Leave questions or comments, and I will respond to anyone who does. And thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing my videos. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.